Hey crafters, it's Karen. In this video I'm going to show you how I apply text on a Christmas ornament, how I make sure that it's nice and straight. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my file into Design Space, and to do that I need to upload my image because it's an SVG file that I created, and I would use vector upload. I'm going to browse for the file. And I have this under Heaven Expressions. And then let's see, it should be this file, I imagine. That's the one. So I'll open that up. It's an SVG file again. That's the right file, and the name is fine. So I'm just going to save that. And I'm going to click it so that it inserts it on my mat, my virtual mat. So I'll click Insert Images, and it's going to bring that onto my mat. And I want to be sure that my file is 3 inches by 3 inches because that's going to fit properly on my ornament. Click the edit icon up here, and you see it's way too large. So I need to make this 3 by 3. I'm not going to cut my hearts right away, so I'm going to ungroup this, and I'm just going to remove the hearts. I'm just going to make sure that this is grouped again, and then I'll click the Go button. It's going to be ready to go to my Explorer, and then I'll show you cutting the vinyl on my Explorer. Now this is wrong. This is not how it should be. As you can see, it's all spread out and I don't want that. So what I need to do is attach my text, click Go again, fingers crossed, there we go. That's what it was. When you bring text in, an SVG file that is just text like this, then you need to right click and attach your text so that everything ends up cutting exactly where you have it on the screen, the way you have it laid out on the screen, instead of spreading it across the mat as it did the first time. Okay, so I've put my vinyl on my mat. I'm going to put that into my Cricut and press the load mat button. I'm going to click Go on the software, and in a second the Go light over here will start flashing. I have to make sure that this is set to vinyl. It is. And there's my Go light. So now press that, and it's going to start cutting. Now note that I don't have to change any settings on my blade at all to switch between vinyl and cardstock and leather, shrinky dinks or whatever. That's done by the machine when you choose your material on the dial over here. Okay, so now my machine has cut the vinyl. I'm going to weed the piece of vinyl and then apply it to my ornament. And the first thing I want to do is just cut the part where I have the expression, because there's still this whole piece that can be used later on. Okay, so I've put my transfer tape onto the expression. And I'm going to burnish it down really well so that when I pick it up, it picks all the vinyl up from the backing. There we go. And then you could cut into the transfer tape here. It might make it a little bit easier as you work, but I don't find I need that because I work from the middle out to the edges. I want to make sure that it's up high enough on my ornament, and then I just press down the middle first, and I work out from there. And you see, it's not that big a piece for it to be a problem, even if I weren't working out and even if I didn't have those slits there. I'm just working it down line by line with my fingers. And it doesn't matter if it crumples here or here, it doesn't matter at all, because this is where your piece is. And then I just keep working at it. And it stays straight because I've kept it straight. I've kept it all in one piece onto my transfer tape. So then when I start to pull away, I just want to make sure that it's really burnished well. If you have problems, just push it back and pull away again. So then I just pull it down, and as long as the letters stay there, not a problem. And just that little piece, just push it down. There we go. Just watch what you're doing, take your time, and it's going to end up fine. And again, I didn't weed this properly because I'm not actually going to be using this. I'm just showing you how I apply the vinyl. A lot of the little bits are staying on the transfer tape actually, but not all of them. And that's it. There we go. And there you go. And the other trick is that I don't use perfectly round ornaments. These sort of have a flat surface. And the brand, I left this on here so you could see it. It's Celebrated. I bought this at Michael's. I have smaller ones as well. These were 4 inches, and I'm using a 3-inch diameter for my expression. And these are 3-inch ornaments. So you put something smaller on there. So I hope that's been helpful to you. And notice that the intricacy of the tiny print, is cut perfectly with the Cricut Explorer. So if you're wondering if the Cricut Explorer is able to cut intricate bits of tiny text like that, yes it can.